Today we're going to check out Wolf Branch Nature Preserve in Ruskin. So I'll show you the map over there. But one thing I want to point out is when you come to places like this, like right now, there's only me and one other vehicle here. But the parking is kind of wonky, so you always want to back into a spot because you never know if somebody will park over here and it'll be difficult to back out of your parking space. So here's the map of the park. There are two different ways. Either way, you're gonna start on the blue trail from the parking lot, and there is a red loop, which is 0.7 miles, or the entire blue loop is going to be 1.5 miles. So we're gonna go ahead and do the blue loop, and then if I get back here and think that I should have done more, I'll do the red loop as well. As you can see, the trail is not shaded and it's all of just grass. So it's a little bit wet on my shoes already. And it hasn't rained too hard here lately, but I can imagine if it was very rainy, you'd probably have some issues here as well with puddling and whatnot. Up ahead you can see a little rabbit on the trail. Here we get our first blaze. So I can see another one down there as well. As the map indicated, the entry trail is the blue trail, and then it will branch off. You can either go left to stay on blue, or I think it was straight as well, or right to go on red. So when you see these initial blue blaze trails, don't worry about it too much because it doesn't, you're not looking for a junction. It's just showing that you are on the blue trail right now. And here's some of that water that I expected to see. And it's pretty waterlogged here as well. So just be advised when you come that you may hit some patches of water. Junction. So I can see a blue blaze right there, or we have the red blaze. So we're going to continue on the blue, loop it around, and then we'll see if I want to do the red one as well. It just depends on how hot it gets, to be honest. I wanted to show you, this airplane keeps flying around. Look how low it is. It keeps doing like super low passes. I don't think it's a mosquito plane. Those usually see those at night, so this is kind of weird. But see, it keeps circling around. I'll show you when it comes back. See, here it comes. So this is the worst part of the trail that I've seen so far. I'm still on that first main straightaway. I'm going to try to get around this. I think if I go this way, I'll be okay. But again, just be advised that, if it has been raining, it's going to be way worse than this too. As you make that first left turn on the blue trail, there's a nice pond. So again, no shade on this, but you do get some pretty good views. Here's another path here. So even before, you can kind of see where they were going back and kind of filling some stuff in with, look at this, here's that airplane. This is the wide angle lens on my phone as well to give you an idea. But yeah, you can kind of see even on the trail where they have started filling some areas in, which is nice. I like seeing that, the county is actually maintaining these. Unlike Little Manatee River State Park, that is almost unhikeable at this point because of the tall grass, and you don't see them maintaining that at all. This at least gives me some hope, that even when it gets too wet or you're kind of debating should you come here, you probably can come here and be okay. All right, second little water area of the preserve. Big question now that we're in the summer is, do you need bug spray to come here? And the answer is no. It's not mosquitoes, it's horseflies that I'm fighting here today. So you don't need the bug spray. Again, you can kind of see how tall the grass is. It's about mid-calf or so as far as height. But no, you don't need bug spray to come here because, again, it's not mosquitoes, it's horseflies, and there's really nothing you can do about those. They keep hitting me in the head. But I got a little shade over here, still on the blue trail. My shoes are absolutely soaked, so keep that in mind when you're coming here. Bring a change of shoes or something if you're going somewhere afterwards. But overall, you know, this is really kind of nice. You know, yes, it's in the sun, but it has some good views. Right now, up on the bird tower, there's no one home, but this is kind of a cool view because you can see the Big Bend power plant over in the distance as well by this water area. I'm really curious about this area because all of these little things sticking up are actually baby mangroves. And you could see kind of how soaking wet this area is. And I'm wondering if this is a tidal area because look at the path as well. So please, if you're coming here, bring, you know, a pair of shoes that you don't really mind getting mucky, because I'm also about to hit this area. This is all mud. And this is very slippery. I almost fell before walking over a similar area. You can kind of see this, how it really looks like a tidal area. So just, you know, again, a lot of people don't do videos when they come to these smaller parks. That's why I do them, to kind of give you an idea of, you know, what's out there. And yeah, this is all like algae. It's super slippery. It's like walking on ice. So nice small steps as you're walking through these areas. But that's why I do these. You know, we see online, oh, there's a preserve over here. I wonder what it's like. Well, I'm going to tell you what it's like, and I'm going to prepare you for it as well. It's starting to get worse and worse for being waterlogged. And look at this area up here. So I'm at the point where my feet are already wet. And I kind of make a decision early on, you know, if I get to one of these areas, do I keep going or do I turn back? And I'm pretty invested at this point. I'm looking for some grass. Like this is not as bad, but you can hear the squish that my feet are making coming here. Not what I wanted to see. So I am still on the blue trail, but I've never been here before, and now I need to navigate through grass that is going to be about stomach height for me, hip or higher. Yeah, this is not what you want to see. And even in the beginning, I was like, yeah, you know, they're mowing, this is great. Yeah, they stopped. So again, be advised, because if you don't like snakes or you're worried about what could lie underneath, this may not be the trail for you at this point. I'm glad I went counterclockwise and not clockwise, because I probably wouldn't even have continued on past that point, not knowing, you know, what else lied ahead. I wouldn't have gone past that tall grass. Yeah. You know, one thing that's really important to me when I'm gauging these trails and why I'm uncomfortable with the taller grass, you know, if there's a snake, there's a snake. Most of the snakes that I've seen here in Hillsborough County are black racers, which are totally fine and harmless. My issue is, if there was a large animal, could I get out of here fast enough? And the answer to that is no on this trail. So if you're somebody that's concerned about safety, especially if you're hiking alone like I do, that's what I honestly base a lot of my stuff on. You know, it's all about if there was an emergency and I had to get out of here, could I quickly and safely get out of here? And like I said, that is a big fat no for the second half of this trail. And it's really disappointing because the first half was pretty good. You know, good trail maintenance and everything, but this second half is absolute trash. I can't believe how decent this hike started. It is miserable. I'm like so ready to be done with this. My feet are soaking wet. There's horse flies everywhere. The grass is so tall. I'm like waiting for a snake to come and wriggle out. I mean, see it, look at the flies. Do not come here. This is not fun. You know, this is not a good path. You can see the red trail marker up ahead. And it is like a beacon of hope. These horseflies are destroying me right now. This is such a miserable place. I will try to come back here, you know, in the winter time. But I mean, this grass is just ridiculous. And honestly, the views are not anything to be worth it. It's really, really disappointing when you find a county park like this that really does have some potential. And then it's just not maintained. I don't get it. I don't get it. That to finish the hike, that little bunny that we saw on the way in is in the exact same spot, just looking the other direction now. Whew, back at the parking lot. Yes, thank you for visiting. Conservation and Environmental Lands Management, please maintain your trails. We want people out here. We want people experiencing these things. This trail was horrible. Come out here and mow it. Please, 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 please. We want people to be active. You know, we want people to use these trails that we pay for in our tax dollars. Please maintain it.